with him. We are getting 0 artist points, so the boost on humanism is just not going to be happening, which means we want to focus on the engineers and the merchants. We get a merchant next turn. 300 gold in an envoy is not great. He's probably just going to be put on corporation duty, but that's okay. The engineer, Da Vinci, is actually very good, because what will end up happening with Da Vinci is every industrial zone starts providing +3 culture, and you can actually will be able to fire him off twice, which means every industrial zone will be doing 6 culture once you make the first tier of building in it. And by doing that, although it won't contribute to any great people points from theaters, it is going to boost our culture output pretty significantly. And then this guy is going to be going down to my capital. We want to prepare for chopping. Unfortunately, we cannot speed up the settler any further, so it's going to be 12 turns before everything can be chopped. 7 to finish the settler, and then another 5 for him to reestablish. This merchant, honestly, we don't care what he does. We just want him out of the way for now. Resources we have at least 2 of. We can turn into trade goods and corporations and all that. And I will be doing that with monopolies. But we just can't do it quite yet. Here, I have a choice of what tile I want to buy. And I want to buy this one because that puts us adjacent to this fish. Or I'm sorry, to this marsh, which is a 4 tile, and a builder can farm it up to 5. And it also puts us next to the fish that we will be buying in, looks like 2 turns, but it could be 1. $193, okay, $280 to buy the tile. So it will be next turn that we get it, but that's okay. The city is size 1 right now. It doesn't need that second food just yet. I'm going to move my crossbow a little bit closer to Pella. It might get a kill, but I just want to make sure that that man-at-arms dies next turn. We got our theater square done here. To make the amphitheater, we can also put down an aqueduct. Putting this down basically is saying, do we want an industrial zone or not? And I really think that we are going to want one, so we're just going to lock this in. That way we have 2 possible spots where it can go. And then we're not going to actually do anything with it just yet. I could build the Colossus. Another trade route's pretty nice. It does give a free trader as well, which offsets, about a quarter of the production. It'll also give us some admiral points. It unfortunately does not go next to the theater district. Neither does the Great Lighthouse, for that matter. Yeah, so we can do the Colossus. We can also potentially do a builder as well here, since we do have Liang. And I do want builders, so I think we're going to do a builder first and then work on Colossus. If we get it, great. If not, we'll just roll the hammer refund back into more builders. This crossbow, we're going to move him down as well just to take out this camp. Fortunately, there's not really anything that can be pillaged this turn. They would have to cross river to get here, and this doesn't have anything yet. So we should be pretty safe.
Man is a military animal.
I am a little worried about this trader now. I didn't actually think about that before I moved my crossbow. Plus, it's looking like I'm not going to get the kill here either.
No.
So this is going to be going a little bit bad for us. I just don't have enough attacks here to fight everything off. Oh, my man-at-arms can get here, and his zone of control can actually be used to protect the trader because the crossbow won't be able to move any closer. So unless the man-at-arm... No, so the man-at-arms also won't be able to go here to kill the trader, as the hill will prevent him from having the moves. So this is okay. We're not going to lose our units. Did get more era score as well. Gunpowder's done. We can go for shipyard. We have a few harbors. We can also go for metal casting and just get some better unit quality. Or Renaissance walls. I'm honestly not opposed to Renaissance walls, because then I can just put the policy on for faster construction and knock out the various wall tiers really quickly. So I'm kind of leaning towards that. Another option here that I didn't mention is astronomy. Apollo Palace is another policy slot wonder. Those are always absolutely fantastic. And it might be kind of hard to find a spot to build it. So we're just going to prioritize that one. And send this builder down here as well to help chop out wonders. And we finished another trade route. So we're going to send it to Quincia. And this guy's just going to hang out, like, up in that forest or something. We're able to get through those barbarians without losing any units, or any improvements for that matter. And the next city that we're going to send something to, we can do these guys, and this would get us a little bit a new road. Send this one. This would upgrade an existing road. Or we can do Lamenta. I'm going to pick this one. It's the most money. It's the longest. All that fun stuff. It also, getting a new road is always nice. Granada is a new civilization we found. They want a campus, which is kind of weird given that they're a military one. Oh, hey, Capiderm. Thanks for the compliment. I'm still working on the layout, trying to, fix things up a little bit more. Mess with it a little bit over the weekend. How are you doing today? I don't really care about being suzerain of this one. Maybe I do. This again. Yeah, that's not really going to be one that we need. It'd be nice for a diplomatic favor, but not really going to be a priority here. There, over here. So ignore them. That's nice. Staying home is always good. I'm a bit of a homebody myself. I do go out for like meals and all that, but I don't really go out otherwise. So I have another pikeman here to deal with. Not really going to be able to hurt the man-at-arms. So I think that what I'm going to do is just focus on killing this one first, because I'd really like to protect my tile. This guy does get a double attack, so I can kind of guarantee the kill. And then next turn I can kill the pikeman. Yeah, I imagine studying Latin will be kind of time consuming for as long as you have to take the class. That's kind of weird that you have breaks on Tuesday and Wednesday. Is that just like a class schedule thing, or is that like a common thing in Germany? Use this guy's promotion. I think I'm gonna take the defense because I don't really want to get attacked or take much damage. And the offense doesn't really do anything against ships. In fact, siege get a 50% damage reduction with ships. Another city-state here, Hattusa. Reformed Church. I don't know if I can get that one. Hattusa can be okay. Basically, any strategic resource I find on the map, I get like a minimal amount. It's not really like important for the strategies I'm going for, other than just being more Diplo favor. Let's see. I don't have a religion, so there's no way I'm going to be getting that thing anytime soon. I don't really want to dump envoys on them if it's not something I really care about. So I'm just going to leave them for now.
잘못된 길로 들어서는 것은 진보가 아니니라.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, in the US, most of our national holidays, regardless of what day it is, we tend to recognize them on either a Monday or a Friday to have a bit longer of a weekend. I think the only ones that really come to mind where we don't do that are Christmas and Thanksgiving. But then it's, I guess it doesn't happen everywhere, but it's kind of just understood that people get, in Thanksgiving's case, the following Friday is always off. And Christmas is usually off as well. or the day like before or after, whatever it takes to make it a long weekend. So this thing is only guarded by a pikeman. That's going to be pretty easy to take. This guy, I'm going to... I don't really need to level him more, so I'm just going to move him back over here and focus. 3 more turns for the settler is kind of a lot. But again, I still can't really speed it up to do anything about that. Just gonna have my builders hang out here until Magnus is in place, and then I can chop this. I'm probably gonna try and chop out Potala Palace as well. All the guys are around here, which will need another builder most likely, but this guy can do that. I've met most of the civilizations now. Of course, I still have 0 diplomatic favor, because I murdered a few guys earlier. I'm not really sure what they're going to want here. I'm just going to guess engineer and hope that's what we get. You know, I don't actually know if we do or not. I've heard the name, but I can't really place where or what context. And then sovereignty. I think that I'm going to take... I'm just going to pick one of these and guess. It's been too long since I played the game to remember bonuses are. That the AI is likely to pick, I mean. Alright, they went science. Oh. The amusing one is what they did. No great people points towards profit, which doesn't really matter given that three religions have already been made and clearly no AIs care about the other ones. This not being a very religion-heavy game. I do want to get that other trader up right now, though, while I have the money. And then, and it looks like 3 turns I can do the other one. I'll just let him wipe out the camp. Two turns on this. I can move him. Probably not much of a reason to move Victor, but also not much of a reason to not move him. So I'll probably just swap the 2 cities. Trader from Quincy here. We're just gonna continue going with the highest gold yields. This time it's Auckland. Then the last city-state. A couple of turns. No, we don't have that. Not in America. At least nowhere that I've heard of. It could be like a regional thing somewhere, but it's definitely not like a national, any sort of like national thing. It could also be just like a church-specific thing, in which case I wouldn't have heard about it. set this guy to 4. Let's move this guy away and just have this guy actually fortify on the iron. Halloween isn't really that big in the US either, to be honest. And there's a lot of candy and people go out for parties and all that, but it's not like it's a federally recognized holiday or anything. It's more just, I don't know, people just have some fun with it. For this next city that I have right here, let's before I do anything with settlers, let's actually move the governors. And then figure out where I actually want to put this guy down. And the city up here first. I could go for something over here. Petra never got made, so I maybe be able to do that. I also kind of want to just push a little bit more along this coast. And there's also this volcano, which has really good food resources. I want something with good food resources so where we can put some districts down. Ideally, same things. I'd like good industrial zone, district, commercial hub, harbor. This spot would give me a +2 harbor, a +4 harbor, +4 commercial district. I don't think it would give me a very good industrial zone, though. I could maybe aqueduct off the volcano, maybe not. I could also just get ruined in a volcanic eruption. I do have a natural wonder here. It's only a 1 tile. This is another good harbor location. This is just barely far enough from the city-state. We have a bit of seafood down here. So something like right here could give a +3 harbor, +4 commercial hub, with a bunch of seafood. No, I won't be able to get to this one for a long time. Aqueduct off of this. An industrial zone, get a bonus off of the gypsum. Yeah, it's just whatever the game's soundtrack is. I don't have a mod for any like different ones, so you know they just rotate through things. I don't know. They have all sorts of music in here. I do agree. It is kind of weird to have Scottish music when I'm playing a South American nation, but you know, why not? Mark these down so I remember what I'm going to be doing. I think this should be able to work out fine for a city. And I'll just not go for a campus on here, I don't think. Yeah, that works out. I might be able to do the wonder that's a bonus on like Tundra Forest if I invest enough enough in planting forest on here. This would also clear out a lot of fog, which is kind of nice. For that. And it's not really healed, but he's probably healed enough to escort. Is there a Lord of the Rings song? I've only seen the trilogy once. I've read the books a bunch of times, but I think I watched the movies once and then never again. Not that they were bad or anything. I've just never gotten around to it.
The four characteristics of human.
Stick with astronomy here. If this had a library, it could boost astronomy. Let me actually see how much it would cost to buy a library. 1,500. So five more turns of gold to buy it versus just building it. I would also delay the trader though. I guess it'd be what, maybe 8 or 9 turns? About the trader. I think I actually like that. I can then focus on something else like this industrial zone. And then just buy the university to finish astronomy. I mean, I can go back to doing these others. Maybe getting siege tactics so I can do the wall stuff. Enlightenment. This would unlock my unique building, which is Hacienda, but I've kind of been low on builder charges to do anything anyways. It is a pretty good one, though. Let's go mercantilism later on here in the tech tree. Thanks for the comment on that one. I'm still working on like panels and all of that. But yeah, that's always one of those sayings I like. Like, you know, whenever there's a rule, it's because someone did something that made someone have to make it as a rule. So I thought that'd be something fun to put in there. Mercantilism. I was meaning to throw a photo of my computer set up on the specs thing as well. I have to grab it off my phone though. All my photos of it are kind of old and I don't really want to take a new one. I just listed hardware for now. I think Aventa, Lost City State, and then it's just gonna be domestic trade routes after that. I get more traders. That'll just let me make a few more roads.